Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick.
Lone Druid.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Weaver.
Oh,
Radiant
fine.
team pick.
so yeah, another early morning over here as we prepare ourselves for some good old-fashioned Dota. I have the wonderful bug as always. I come in early because I have to admin, so I've got like the lobby set up. So then I go to the watch
10
tab because I can
seconds
watch games
remaining.
while I wait, and I always end up watching the player perspective of someone, and then I get this
5
bug where now I
seconds
have the player
remaining.
perspective of one of these players, which lets us know that it is live sent to the client, which is kind of weird. But like I can
Reserve
watch
time.
the drafters mouse fly everywhere, which is kind of funny.
Dire team ban.
Yeah, I have to restart the client. It's a classic. It's not too bad. I was watching No. I was watching Winter play some Crystal
10
Maiden. He
seconds
was doing quite well. He's playing against Jabs on the Invoker mid lane, who of course has been looking pretty good
5
lately.
seconds remaining.
Oh yeah, he's got it going.
Reserve time. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten
Yep.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
So for those of you that weren't here the past couple of days as the playoffs have started, let me take you through what's gone on
Radiant
between these two
team ban.
teams, where they kind of came from in the first round. Geek Fan played up against the new MVP Hot 6 squad. That Hot 6 squad didn't do so hot for themselves. They got 2-0'd pretty easily by Geek Fam. And one of the big reasons why is this new standard Death Sama, who plays
10
the off lane, I
seconds
believe,
remaining.
for Geek Fam currently, did an excellent job in the games that he played.
5
And then on the other
seconds
side, Clutch
remaining.
Gamers, they had a very difficult 3-game series yesterday against Warriors Gaming Unity,
Reserve time.
which I would highly recommend that entire VOD, like the 3 VODs of that series. If you want to watch some good Dota, I would watch that, especially some of the plays Fly Solo made in game 1 as your Elder Titan, and then just in general, game 3 was also pretty
Dire
solid
team
as well.
pick.
So I think I covered all the bases here, Trent, so we can start talking about this game now, I guess, again. It was really good. And they almost won,
with
too.
other heroes too.
10 seconds remaining.
That was a tough game for them. That was a very tough start in game number 1, but
5 seconds.
Also, can we just
remaining.
say shout out to Crystal Maiden, first band, by the way.
I feel so good about this.
Dude, this hero,
Reserve
she's so
time.
good. But yeah, CG loved to open with it. Basically, always guaranteed. Boombox has played very well on it in plenty of matches. I love how he just always throws out the freezing fields. Like, he just hits that thing, man. You know, that guy's at like 100 HP after he casts both his spells. He just immediately knocks that thing off. Solo kill, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, he's always in a good position for the freezing field, too. Like, he played it really well. He played it 3 games in a row. That's
Radiant
crazy to me
team
that he
pick.
played CM 3 games in a row. Normally, I'd feel like that's not that fun or enjoyable, but the way he was playing it, regardless of how his jungle went, like you mentioned, he did a pretty damn good job hitting his spells. So
Yep.
CM is banned out first by Geek Fam, which makes sense.
Very
10
handy for all your other
seconds
lanes too,
remaining.
of course. And so we'll actually see him on something else. Should be pretty
seconds
exciting.
remaining.
I
The
think.
Witch Doctor, perhaps.
Let me see. For his Mr. Cat games, he played one game on Dazzle,
Reserve time.
and looks like a game on Shadow Demon. But other than that, lately he's played like 5 Crystal Maiden games or something. 5 in a row. That's pretty funny.
That's crazy. That is nuts.
But at least for Mr. Cat, looks in some other tournaments he's been playing some other heroes. He's got a pool, it seems. He just chooses not to show it. Keeping it close to the vest there, I guess.
This was a common theme yesterday, but why fix was it what isn't broke, essentially, for Clutch gamers. And they do just, I mean, this time, it is a first ban from Geek Fam, which is very
Dire
interesting.
team
But
pick.
they will pick up a Legion Commander for themselves as their third pick. And there's that fly solo Clutch gamers Elder Titan
Radiant
getting picked up
team.
Give
here
it to
with
us.
the 4th overall pick. Yeah.
I like it. Did they win that game? I feel like they lost that game, right? Yeah, they lost that game. But it was that was the crazy high ground defense kind of a deal, though, and
Yeah.
kind of the
10
same idea
seconds
here.
remaining.
Maybe trying to hold those towers as long as possible against the lone druid. The
5
potential for like a
seconds
Luna
remaining.
draft is also still here for Geek Fam if they wanted to really try and push the envelope a little bit here. I do like the LC though.
Reserve
In terms
time.
of offlaners both left in the pool with Centaur Warrunner I guess being gone, and then Slider he kind of he's a better support these days, so he's expanded earlier. But actual control for a Weaver, no one wants Faceless Void because his cooldowns are too long, and honestly, Duel's like one of the better things that's actually left. So they will have that to try and work with here.
Yeah, so because there is a Legion now, I mean, what do you pick up as a Weaver? Do you go for the Lincoln Sphere?
Oh yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
I would imagine you do against Avenge with Swap and Magic Missile. I think
Yeah.
that's probably one of the best items you could pick up. We'll see how it goes. I agree that dueling this Weaver is going to be huge. Now they have
Dire
another way
team
to
back.
disable him with that Golem. But again, it's that long CD, so Clutch gamers will have to utilize that Golem CD, the chaotic offering CD, as best as they
Radiant
possibly
team
can.
ban.
Warlock and Geek Fam have to do the same and try to fight as well as they can with it. But Shadow Word, Fatal Bond, some good sustain, some good damage coming out from Geek Fam.
Yeah, we'll get an Ember Ban here. So we mentioned like the potential of going to these like Luna strats or something,
10
but in that
seconds
case, running your LD mid or something along those lines. And for the most part, of course, we still see
5
Druid
seconds
in the
remaining.
safe lane. Unless there's a terrible matchup or something for your mid laner, you need to send him there. So Wise Ban there on the Ember Sphere. We'll take out the Tinker
Radiant
now. We
team
still have the
pick.
dreaded OD left in the pool to at least be considered here when Geek Fam pick their mid hero. One of the benefits of Lone Druid though is that if they pick OD, you can just send the Lone Druid mid and have a relatively decent time versus any other hero who you have.
Yeah.
10 seconds
And wait
remaining.
and see if Geek Fam are gonna. Well, it really comes down. I mean, there's gonna be some
5
interesting picks. I'm very
seconds remaining.
curious to see who goes where for.
It's
for
like
Geek Fam.
I mean, what's left? We have TA is still possible. I don't think she fits
That's a
necessarily
hero I
their
haven't seen that
pacing.
much.
And then the Invokers with the Sunstrikes and whatnot is probably the biggest one to look at right now.
I feel like against Stampede, TA might not be, and against Yakuchi Weaver too, TA might not be the best idea. I mean, I guess that's really the only reason I could think of. But
It kind of depends on what kind of a timing you can find, I think, because if you're thinking like Central Warrunner loves to have Hood blink, but if he has to rush this blink, if you have this like TA hero come online really fast and use your minus armor and you just push the envelope and rush and fight as 4, that option is there. But again, Clutch gamers have the last pick. They don't have the final here from Geek Fam. There's plenty of those big TA counters you can just throw mid,
10
so
seconds
it's highly
remaining.
unlikely. It's just something they've played
Yeah.
a bit lately, and it would
Dire
just be
team
the
pick.
Invoker. Mr. Boring.
Trent, I gotta say, out of a lot of pros that I cast with, out a lot of people I cast with, you are consistently one of the best people at predicting drafts by a long, like a
10
very big
seconds
margin.
remaining.
It's
It
kind of
helps when you
insane.
watch all their games.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's
5 seconds
yes.
remaining.
I'm trying to give you a count.
No, I have to brush it aside and be slightly rude to
Reserve
you.
time.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got to be professional. I see how it is.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, sir. How's that? Is that
There you
better?
go, that's better.
Yeah.
Shadow Fiend pick for Clutch Gamers, which I think they played a game.
They did, and then remember they had it in the winning game for CG. That was pretty hype.
For this, we're kind of this feels like the new SEA kind of thing, you know. At least like Shadow Fiend, Invoker mid, pretty common. I guess it's pretty common everywhere. But feels like we're kind of settling into what's really good right now, what's popular in every lane. Like there's a lot of options, but for support. But I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting game. I don't know whose draft I like better, to be honest with you. It's kind of wide open. I think if Clutch Gamers play the way they did yesterday, especially with Fly Solo's Elder Titan, I think they have a very good shot at winning this game.
I liked the axe setup for the Elder Titan when we were watching them.
Oh yeah.
The way like calls on genius, though I'm a little worried in that sense. Rappy I think is gonna have a little bit of a harder time here on the Centaur to try and set those plays up. But as you said, faith in Fly Solo in terms of what he can do. I just don't know if he'll have those same opportunities here. Was it Bing on Weaver that game? I feel like he was. He was, yeah. Because I remember him skirting around quite a bit and like a lot of split push as they.
He actually had a very rough early game too. Remember Ben in that top lane as Sand King? Was
yeah, him. That was terrifying.
Oh, that Sunstrike! They don't see anybody. The smoke is nice. It is known. So immediately TPing to counteract this this ward being placed down by Fly Solo. If he can get one, he'll drop the sentry ASAP. That did not take long for. I mean, it didn't really turn into anything, not yet anyway. But it did escalate pretty quickly here. So see how this. It's like the ward would place down. Crimson's gonna come too late. He's got a sentry of his own, but Fly Solo, mission accomplished. He got the vision.
All right. Well, good start for them then. And I don't think we're in anything weird with our lanes here. Everything looks pretty normal. Looks like they're worried about an encouraged mid, or rather bottom, with like some sort of a smoke play coming through. They're not even going to try and contest the rune.
They're just spamming Sunstrikes. Did he shrine for that too? He used his shrine just to get his mana back from the Sunstrike.
Smart.
I mean, I thought he would just do it in the well. I guess he wants to be outside the base. But just try to get some vision over there towards.
Look at Sionix just like creeping, dude. He's like, And I know they smoked, and it's probably dissipated by now. So he's like going all these nooks and crannies, looking with the bear. Am I just gonna get this rune for free? Yep. All right.
He, understandably, he wants to be careful. Getting away. Oh my God. The first game where Warrior Gaming took the 12 Necromastery stacks from Armel and the Ember Spirit. Now he's got the Shadow Fiend yet again. Let's see how he feels as this game progresses. He will go for the Exhort first, as we already talked about the Sunstrike. So Armel versus the Exhort Invoker should be okay, at least early on for the Invoker, but once those Necromastery stacks start to get up there, Armel should have a better time. And Fly Solo will also come in to help out pretty early on here as well. And we situate ourselves in a dual lane top and a dual lane bottom as well for Geek Fan.
We're going to have ourselves a game with no Earth Spirit. I guess it's kind of becoming a trend at this point. At first, he was like being ignored in the first ban, so he would slip through because everyone else was just considered a little bit stronger. But people would rather play against Lone Druid at this point than the old Earth Spirit. So here we are. It does mean that these Sunstrikes, they don't have the best setup. Early on, the Ven can be a little bit hard to work with. You know, if you pick the right direction out of the stun, you might get away from the Sunstrike. But as that levels up, despite it being a very small increment of 0.2 every time, it does eventually get harder and harder. The Sunstrike actually laps up pretty well. Other than that, it's like root, and then of course the big one will be the duels.
Yeah, they want to get involved with duel as much as possible, but they won't be getting too much experience for Death Summon, not yet anyway, unless Crimson rotates elsewhere. Bottom lane, there's going to be a stun from a Match Missile for Raji on Dahana. Obviously, they don't have Entanglement Claws. It's very early on in this game, so the Lone Druid won't be leveled up. But they're already putting a lot of pressure on Dahana, who had an excellent series yesterday playing the Axe, among other things. I think he also played Centaur in that series. Somebody to look forward to, Rafi, if you will.
Bing, he's kind of handed another one of these lanes, man. You know, the pressure that was there from Ben before, from WP. It's here again from LC. Very sustainable laner. Chuck some spells. I guess bottom lane doesn't look too fun, though, for Geek Fam either.
Yeah. They had a nice lane for a moment there, and then Fly Solo said, listen, Armel, you're on your own, buddy. You got some last hits. He has Alacrity, level 2, level 1 Wex. Armel taking some decent damage here. We'll have to salve up Boots bot as well. Top lane, you're right. Abbing this is not an easy lane for Weaver yet again. It just feels like they're like, listen, man, we got to put pressure elsewhere. We don't want Psionics to free farm here. So that's where they're really applying the most pressure. Now, Fly Solo will back up. Looks like a Bing might get caught. Sama has no way of really locking him down. And he'll just scurry his way out of there with Shikuchi. Go back to mid.
Well, now the salve is forced out here from T. Get some boots in here for Armel, and we're all kind of just even Stevens here in the Mid lane now is where we might see a kill come out of one person, because they're really trading these harasses lately, and one guy getting a little bit riskier than the other. I'm expecting us to miss the first blood here.
I'm
like fully ready for it, you know.
As an observer, I've not had the best camera work so far in this tournament. Hopefully, they make my life a little bit easier. I'm trying to keep tabs, see what's going to be happening here, but Invoker just trading hits like you talked about. Alacrity versus the raises of the SF and his auto attacks as well. It's a lot of poking and prodding here early on, Trent. There's not too much happening other than spells being traded, especially in this top lane where, again, a Bing got 12 last hits, but the LC going ahead with 13.
For her, just put her well on her way to those first items, maybe even the armlet first, which has been pretty common in Southeast Asia. But I think without like an Earth Spirit or something, you need some form of initiation in order to really opt for the armlet first, I would say, unless you're just gonna like golem ulti. I suppose you actually could. It wouldn't be that bad, but should be like a pretty early blink for her, one would guess.
See, he gets out from a raise, top lane now. Boombox is in trouble. He's getting chased down, but the Swarm will dissuade any further action coming in. But he's gonna die anyways. The Swarm's just gonna kill him. I'll count that as a caught. Boombox going down, but so too will Crimson, and now Obbing trying to chase down Deathsama. He's pretty tanky with PMS, and they will be able to turn on him. So it's 1 for 1, but the first blood does go the way of Geek for him.
Yeah, nicely done. Chains, strong spell, very obnoxious.
Magic Missile, Wave of Terror, Hana, Stomp onto the bear. No Entangling Claw still, but he has the Orb of Venom. They won't chase any further. And starting to get some more room is this Lone Druid up to 19 CS, but just up. Around the other thing. That's pretty nice. Alright. How's this mid lane going?
Well, our man just got his bottle here. He got a ward delivered. It's pretty important, and yeah, right neck and neck in terms of last hits denied.
Crazy. I think this is gonna start going the SF's way more as the lane progresses further, or can the Invoker keep pace with more levels in Exort and Alacrity?
Yeah, generally it's as every lane gets Invoker moves on, it just eventually becomes just more and more Invoker favored. Just more, you know, stronger spells, scales quite a bit faster than your opponents in a lot of ways. And you're just generally obnoxious, especially when you're trading like equal farm. This is a great rotation from the blue box, though.
Old Snap will come out. The Sunstrike not going to be there in time. Very close. Raindrop will go. Res 1 will go. Raise 2 will hit as well. 2 more auto attacks, but Maldic might kill him regardless. Go Quas to try to regen himself, and he will do so. 1 more tick to Maldic will bring him down. Boombox, great rotation. Very close to surviving there for the Invoker, but he's not going to be so lucky. It's a big kill for Clutch Gamers.
Yep, well done. Doesn't need Crystal Maiden. He can still do stuff. Piece of cake.
Yeah, but he's not jungling, unfortunately, and he's not getting Arcane Aura. Still pretty good, though.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Some aggressive play. Fly solo again, contested bottom. Psionics, 26 last hits. Trying to pull the group wave back. Now they're going to chase after Hana. Magic Missile, Sunstrike combination. It's there. See you later. Disintegrated. And that's going to be T getting a kill as he returns to life.
All right, nicely done. 6 minutes in, 2-2. And what do we got here? Just an illusion rune down on the bottom. Last going to scout that out here.
There's just a lot of farming happening. Some aggressive plays. The rotation again on Teehee. I'd not be expecting this. Fly solo getting ready with Stomp. Level 2 Stomp. Level 1 Astral Spirit. Raze coming out from Armel, just trying to farm and push the wave in. They have a lot of heroes around this mid lane. Teehee sitting underneath the tower. Scan will come through. It's the Dire. Here comes Fly Solo. Astral Stomp, not going to be there in time. He just makes it away. Boombox diving the tower. Armel will take some tower hits. Now he micros his illusions in such a way. Now top lane. Obbing getting chased down. No disables. Level 5 for Deathsama. Doesn't have level 6 yet. Now rotating up is going to be Boombox. Obbing's going to try to turn this around. Crimson's got Shadow Word. Deathsama's press the attack, so they should be fine.
Nice turn.
And they're going to go for it here. Caskey's going to come through, bounces beautifully to Maledict, and they've got the kill. Boombox takes a great angle to get that kill. Shikuchi coming up, Fly Solo. No stop at the staple gun. Should do enough. No, press the attack comes out. They won't dive underneath the tier 1 tower. Boombox with a great rotation, realizing he can't get anything done mid. Instead, he'll rotate and try to kill top lane.
And that just kind of inches the Bing closer and closer here. You can pick up his ring soon. And probably going to be that Helm build we've seen quite a few times for our Weavers lately.
When he gets that helm, it's going to be pretty nice. They're going to try to dive again onto Deathsama. He has the press the attack ready to go. Astral will come out. They have the stomp cast. Chip combo up nicely. Daldic will go. Stampede coming up. Press the attack is there. They really want this kill, and they're getting close to a thing. Doesn't have time left. Just be careful. It's going to be the overwhelming odds that does it. And Deathsama going down. Now the Sunstrike. Beautifully done from Geek Fam. 2 down. Great turn from Geek Fam there to get those 2 pickoffs.
Yeah, that's a nice recovery right there. I mean, kind of sucks your Legion goes down. At least you got, it seems, a little bit of the experience. Not quite into 6, but hey, I mean, your Warlock's level 6. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Not exactly the easiest thing to achieve on your Warlocks in that early game. And it'll be him leaving the lane to make sure the space is given to the LC. Deathsama will now have that dual option available here as the wave dies. So Treads building towards the Blink Dagger. That's going to be their go call. And we head over to the other side of the map, and Rappy, definitely further ahead in terms of the levels, but a little bit behind in terms of gold. He has the Iron Talon, he's got Tranquil Boots, and he does 1,000 gold towards Blink, though.
Blink is very important in this game for them. He's doing his best to dissuade this push down bottom, but with all of that space given, while action was happening top lane, they do put at least half HP on the tower damage. Abin get a Shikuchi away. The duel is up, and if they get it off, it's a Sunstrike could probably kill. Abing's not very tanky yet. But now we will see Smoke of the Seat gank. Fly Solo and Boombox, they're going to wrap around. It might be a 3 against 3 engagement as Raji and Crimson have rotated in. And they have the Golem as well. Stampede should be back up very soon. In fact, in a second. This is a dangerous play if Clutch Gamers decide to go for it. Psionic still pushing the tower. Wrap around. They might get the courier out of this. They have the ward. They're not going to go for it. They want something juicier. Instead, they are wrapping all the way around. TP coming in. Stampede's ready. It's going to be Abing. The tower will go down. Stomp coming through.
That's not good.
It's going to hit just barely on Psionics. Looks like he will fall. Stampede. Golem getting canceled. They have to give this LD away. And now Crimson, they'll make it out with a TP. They lose the tier 1 tower, but they do pick up the big kill in that safe lane farmer.
Wow, that was pretty scary. Honestly, that's a difficult rotation to make. Coming in there in like a little group like that, but yeah, the cast, they got the bounces between the bear and the lone druid. So there you go, Witch Doctor. I mean, we've seen this picked up a couple times against lone druid, and sometimes you just get into that situation. Just gets chain locked down. Warlock deciding that even if he dropped it, wouldn't have been a saving play there. SF couldn't have rotated in time, I guess, under their assumption. Was low on mana anyway, so.
And well they still, I thought they might have just gone for the courier, but getting that pickup with Psionics is much more valuable to them, I think, at this point in the game. Now they're going to head into the jungle and just try to start invading here, but they don't use the smoke to do so. They're just running in. While that was happening, Deathsama did TP down bottom. He pushed out the wave, making sure he's using his overwhelming odds. He's getting closer and closer to his blink. But also, Hana has his here in a moment.
Yeah, clear out this camp, and that'll be it. So what are we going to see from them? They're going to smoke up, blink, stomp. We still need like Shadowblade from Armel. Actually, he's a haste rune, so they could go for like a big play using this haste rune with the blink dagger. I think would be a nice idea.
They need something to get going here, and they making space for robbing as well because he's a little bit behind. He's actually 1,000 gold behind his offlane Centaur, but they'll try to make some space for him. They're going to rotate down into the enemy jungle. Crimson and Raji, they have Golem still. All of these abilities up and ready to go. Psionics in the jungle farming.
There is no swap yet.
Yeah, that's the one set
with Blink
for Geek Fam. Teehee, jump, stomp, Earth Splitter's coming out, see you later. He's just done. And now they're going to burn Raji as well, potentially. Stampede slows him down. Naldic will come out and we'll kill him if Armil gets it first. So, going to be 2 dead for Geek Fam and a great engagement for Clutch Gamers as they now take the tower as well.
Great teamwork right there. I mean, they looked at the resources they had. We have this haste room, we have this fresh blink dagger. They only have level 5 on the Venge. We can just do this as simple as possible.
Here comes the blink tool, the Golem on top as well. Armel, that's just down. Boombox and Hana both at half HP, but the Kaz will save them for now as the retreat is successful for those 2 heroes. But that was the blink reveal for Deathsama. Used the smoke to get it done as well. The Golem, great timing there. Good team fight from Geek Fam.
I think that's actually like a complete recovery. Even though you lost the double, as it was the Invoker and the Venge, I think getting your quick blink on the enemy mid will win. Now you have this Alacrity Legion Commander. And possibly some unlucky bounces here. Oh, now we got him going there.
Yeah, it's like the last one though. He's like, are you kidding? It wasn't gonna matter. They weren't gonna be able to buy an eye or anything. But
Radiant's top tower.
While this was all happening, Abing is still farming in the top lane. He's trying to recover as best as possible, and he's caught up at least a little bit. But Geek fam, now the golem is down, so with about 2 minutes, they won't have that 18 fight potential.
Radiant's top tower has
They will have the Legion coming in. There is a ward up here. This will scout out Sama as well as Tiki rotating the top lane. So Abing will back up and play safely now. So do you try to punish this if you're clutch gamers with the golem being down? Do you wait for potentially another item or another ability to come out?
Well, they need the Shadow Blade, I think. Like, without the haste rune, they have some trouble.
He's gonna have it here.
Yeah. Then could be a good time for them. 80 more seconds to go. They have the Roche potential for sure as well. Pretty important. Really, Helm still not done for a Bing. He's gone. You know, he's got a couple other items. He's got this ring. He went for the full wand. Takes a little while to get it up there, but...
Yeah. Yeah, he picked up the tread as well. He had the headdress for the longest time, but he straight went into treads and, like you mentioned, all those other items. Sama is ready to go, but they need a Sunstrike or something to combo up with this. And there's the Prestige attack going. Overwhelming God, the duel come out. The Sunstrike is there. Stop is up, and it's going to be soaked. Great Sunstrike soak coming out from Hana. A great counter initiation, and Sama should fall here because of this. A bit of a bait. Gamers Abing. And they're looking for more now as Crimson will try to have a TP. The stop is there, and it'll just be in time as he try to TP home. Hana gets himself a double kill. The double edge bringing him down to about 1 HP. And now bot lane. Also, they're going to find another kill. The Venge gets caught with Boombox's cask, and Armor comes in with a couple of raises in the Shadow Blade damage and finds the kill there.
All right, a flurry of successes across the map. Shadow Blade reveal, and then, as he said, that was a pretty sick play by Rappy, too. Just like looking into that Sunstrike, soaking up half of it. Nice.
That would have been a kill if he was not there.
Yeah, for sure. So certainly looked like some sort of a bait play. He was hanging out in those trees for a pretty damn long time. And the Bing just kind of sitting in place, last sitting, you know, doing his thing. And another excellent choice too to go in for those treads on a Bing. Saved his life there. I
really
would say.
Yep.
So,
you're absolutely right.
Not the greedy Weaver that we often see, where you just want like Decimal Lincolns, you know.
Oh, he's on his way. Clutch Gamers now have a 2,000 gold advantage. It feels a lot like the earlier Clutch Gamers games yesterday, where they were down 3 to 4K, and all of a sudden they take 1 or 2 fights, and they put themselves back in a very good position. It's like this is the timing for Clutch Game Trend. It's like this 10 to 15 minute timing, maybe even to the 20-minute mark, where they start playing really, really well as a team. And I feel like Geek fam kind of weren't ready for some of the plays they made.
Now we'll see. You try and find a game plan, I guess, for Geek fam, and a lot of it just comes on getting this super farmed Lone Druid and getting these dual wins and everything. But it's kind of 5-man time, honestly, for CG. Like, they can have this SF roaming around a little bit by himself, but there's nothing too wrong with just like grouping up whenever they're going to go anywhere somewhat dangerous for the side of CG. I mean, even just like at these Ancients right now, just kind of just hanging out, you know. You look at their vision, they see this Lone Druid, great ward here, spotting him farming. Another great ward down bottom too, spotting if there's any other rotations, but the two of them spotted in those locations, they know there's probably not too much aggression coming their way. And it's actually a self-jungle clearing smoke here from Geek fam that's going to find absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's...
This will do nice.
I mean, it's just a waste of time. Luckily, they still have Lone Druid farming. It's not the worst thing in the world. But Clutch Gamers are also getting really farmed. To the Shadow Fiend again, Armel is having a great game. His Dragonlance is done now. He just purchased it up. And they're going to start playing together as well. They will go for a smoke of their own. Getting a kill early on in an engagement against this Warlock would be prime. But also any other big core kill would be huge as well, for example, Psionics. Instead, they'll walk right into the bear. They'll auto-attack it with Boombox. He thought about casking. Now they're clearly know the positioning here.
I mean, like, look who's farming down here. It's Raji. I mean, this is not exactly ideal for the situation. They must think there's, like, potential pressure down there or something.
Crimson needs to be careful. Hana's smoke breaks, but he blinks right in, and he's going to find this easy kill on the Warlock. And without him, Golem for 25 seconds. Guess what? This tower's probably dead. Glyph will go, but I don't think there's any real way they could defend this, even without a creep wave. Not in denial range yet. And Abing comes right in. Shikuchi's auto attacks, dead hero. Tower. Easy. Into Roche, I think.
Yeah, we'll pause here. So, they do have everything up and available. It's still going to be a slightly risky Roche. They do know that it's happening. This ward will be expiring. The bugs go in. But they're far enough away that it seems highly unlikely they can fight this.
Psionics having maybe some disagreement about this pause. I'm really sure what's going on. Oh, screen problem. Okay. All right, Trent. I mean, this is, again, Clutch Gamers have turned it around. They're only down about 2K net worth at the beginning of the game at about 10 minutes in. This has been their time. Got some big kills. They're going to take Roche. We'll see if any contention comes out from Geek Fam. It's not falling as quickly as they maybe would like it to, but Hana is going to be the first line of defense here on the high ground. And Desama was looking. They're going to back out Armel, Shadowblades up, Abing Shikuchi to the high ground. They thought about going. Hana has a Stampede. The Astral will come out, getting them some vision. Armel chasing him down as well. On the other side, Cyanix up towards the shrine. They really want this Roche. Casper come in, stomp. They want the bear. They'll find it. Now dead. He's going to resummon it instantly. Roche below half
hard to
HP.
initiate with the Spirit.
Having a tough time. Magic Missile, they have Centaur Conqueror. Alright, they vacate them from Roshan. So, mission sort of accomplished. They lost the bear in doing so, but they got him out of the pit. You're right, though.
It is tough to try and, like, you don't want to give anything away right now from CG. I think they can feel that they are in control at the moment. And just why open yourself up to a big Warlock ulti like that? Now, Fly Solo shows bottom, though. So this could be a moment now for the Radiant to say, okay, what are we going to do? Like, is this our big moment? Are we going to go in? Are we going to try and smoke up and go in their jungle?
They have one?
I don't know. Rappy's definitely ready for it. Like, this is his positioning for a reason.
Yeah, well, any chance they had once they saw Fly Solo bottom is kind of gone. He's rotated back mid now. I think they really wanted the Sagadim Scepter for the Invoker, and it just came out. Potentially an item they really needed in this fight. It might be okay with just farming for now and just pressuring them so that they get out of Roshan. They might head back in. Roshan has recovered a bit. He's back to about half HP.
Let's see a dire scan was up in this area as well. I think there might have been some sort of a smoke play around to the backside. So it's Geek Fam right now that are really kind of applying the pressure. CG just hold up for a while. They're farming some a little bit, but certainly some worry. And then this ward here will spot the Weaver, so let's get Bings back to bottom lane.
Some impatient play coming out from Clutch Gamers. This is going to be probably the classic tier 1 trade for Roshan, potentially. Actually, they're making their move already over to Roshan as we speak. Bang is not there, as you mentioned. His TP is on cooldown. It's ready to go. He is ready to TP if need be to the shrine.
Oh, that is scary.
Overwhelming odds. The bash now up onto Fly Solo. The bear coming through as well. Desama thought about going in with that press the attack duel. But for now, it's going to be Abing rotating back in with a TP scroll. They're in the pit. Bear, take a swarm hit or do. And I think they might just have to give this away.
Fly Solo is the one who can make the biggest counterplay here. I mean, he can just like completely disengage if there's any trouble by having the Spirit there.
Stampede, Hana finds a stomp onto Raji.
Hello?
They finally pick it up for Armel. It took them a second here, and that means that they won't be able to continue the chase, at least not yet. Magic Missile coming out, Raji. Here we go. This could be a big fight. They have to be careful. Geek Fam are trying to decide what they want to do here. Earth Splitter Whips. They have Golem ready. They don't want to drop it for no good reason. Crimson getting body blocked by Desama. Here comes the Astral Spirit coming out as well. Tornado should save them. Good cast, though. Will hit onto Desama, and they might have to give away this LC. Death Ward, Requiem, dead hero. In fact, it's going to be 2 as the Bing takes down Raji. So that's about as... I mean, it's not a 5-man weapon, but Clutch Gamers both get the Aegis as well as 2 other heroes on top of it.
Alright, well, CG maintained their control, but there has been some pretty big changes in the past 4 or 5 minutes or so as we posture around this Roche pit. I mean, you saw the lead the SF had is just diminishing rather quickly, and he takes out an Ancient Stack and opens it back up to about 600, but this Invoker was well behind, and that whole time they were just like chilling on these high grounds and stuff, and wisely so. Outside of CG, Teehee has caught up quite a bit. He's got that Agnim, so he can have bots soon. He could work in towards an Agnim, or rather a Blink Dagger if he wants. Try and keep his own push up and going, and you know, overall the pickoff potential isn't too crazy from CG. Yes, they have the damage of an SF, but they don't have someone like this Legion Commander. You know, the Centaur Warrior needs a lot of help. There's no Sunstrike to help him out, so yeah, there's definitely some potential rat play here between an Invoker and a Lone Druid.
And that's gonna be what they need to do especially when this Golem is down. They haven't used it in a while, by the way. I think they've used Golem once this game to secure a team fight mid. Yeah. That's about it. And I don't know if they want to continue to fight now that the Aegis is up. On the other side, Clutch Gamers will purchase a smoke for themselves on the Elder Titan. We're gonna do some here, Silver Edge, yeah, maybe. All right, we'll see if they fight. Gonna just push bottom for now. Also, I think the Yule Slipper's now out for Fly Solo. That was a big tool for him to do a lot of the work he did in the game 1 of yesterday.
Yeah, it was. He played very well with it.
think any Earth Elder Chat needs me. I think you need that Eul Scepter. True, hit the peak of the hero at this point in the game. They will start pushing bottom now. Gonna try to apply this pressure with the Aegis. Armel still has. He just picked up the Silver Edge. And, looks like Geek Gamer are not going to be positioned yet to defend this. So it's more than likely just going to go down.
Yeah, not much they can do against this Aegis SF, and let's see what they decide next. Looks like they want to chase Dire Vision. They don't know too much what's going on. They see Invoker up top. They see the Legion now blinking here. Probably, I think they're heading for this camp, but she'll actually... Alright, now they see both of them.
Now this ward is pretty freaking
Rappy.
He's ready to go with the Stomp. There it is! Astral Stomp will come out as well. And Death Summon's gonna get wrist splittered and probably dead. Death Ward, not even needed. I get it, Boombox. You want to secure a kill. I understand,
You
my
gotta
friend.
get those assists.
You wanted to get involved, give me that goal.
Gotta get it on that goal right there. Oh, he actually didn't get it. The Death Ward didn't hit.
I thought I hit him once. That's strange.
Middle tower has fallen.
Poor Boombox.
That's
now
rough.
your Death Ward is down for 2 seconds. While this was all happening, they did take the tier 2 tower, but it's still LC dead for 22 with the Dragonlance. Shadow Fiend begins to siege. Obbing is helping out as well. His Lincoln Spear is close to completion. Will not get it by the EMP. Gonna grab this tower more than likely. Not sure if you can do anything in Geek. They have Golem. Crimson's in a position where he can drop it if need be. Gonna back up. Tier 3 will fall more than likely. They're back in together as a team. Clutch Gamers. Alright. They got a lot out of these last couple of minutes. The Aegis still there. It's gonna be gone soon, but with this Aegis, they've secured a couple of towers, a couple of kills. They really did everything they needed to do at this stage in the game.
Yeah. I mean, tier 3, it's perfect. You know, you don't have time to really take a relax or anything with it, but be able to pick that tier 3 means shrines are now open. So map gets squished in here, and that definitely helps make you like less wary of this Legion Commander. You're less worried about it.
That's not a good item if you're Geek fam.
Man, double bad items. Aghanims on the Rappy Hannah, as well as the Lincoln Sphere there onto a Bing.
Yeah.
They're
starting to reach critical mass. Geek fam are heading in the wrong direction, unfortunately for them. Meanwhile, Clutch Gamers will smoke themselves, and boy, are they all... They're going all over the place. Maybe they want to push top and force some TPs back. Clutch Gamers not really in a position to defend right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they start sending their bear up there and just push into that tower. They circle. They clearly know that something is happening. They know where they are. They know that they're in this bottom area of the map. They've circled the bottom jungle. So... Aegis is gone too. Geek fam now can start fighting a bit more aggressively if they'd like. They'll stay together. The only hero that's apart is Teehee, and he could be in there pretty quick. Move speed and boots of travel, but it looks like they won't find anything on either side. So, just trying to get that map control back.
Yeah, it looked like they were maybe hoping on Geek Fam's side that someone would TP back to deal with this wave earlier on. And potentially then they could try and find themselves a moment, but just 5-manning again here from CG. Don't want to be caught off in any sort of a pick out.
They're going to see Armel now up in the high ground. They know that everyone's probably back with that squad as well. So, all right, man. Hit 25-minute mark. Clutch Gamers, again, we talked about it. They've been very patient. They've been very methodical. They've gone down that checklist, Trent, and they've checked a couple things off. As you mentioned, the last big thing was the shrine. So Geek Fam, they're trying to make these plays, these smokes, trying to get outside to use this golem and take a fight now that Aegis is gone. But it looks like Clutch Gamers are just going to play as 5 here.
Yeah, and you talk about the checklist, and the last item on that is always gem. Grass up, close out the map, get rid of all their wards, deny Death Sama what he needs to get these big duel wins, and and how about some additional vision by running into super annoying and super fast Satyr, Mr. Kobold Foreman. Sorry. Oh, look at that bounty rune deny.
Oh, wait,
you see that? He whipped that.
Foreman? Where's the Kobold Foreman?
Right here. He's running around. He just whipped the bounty rune, dude.
Yes,
like
it's not the Ogre Frost Mage. It's it's not the Ogre Frost Mage that we used to see.
I think this is better, honestly.
I agree with you.
This guy's the king of overthrow.
He's got the pimp cup. No!
Oh, that was depressing.
Log himself in the jungle. Jesus.
No, they got a Satyr now. This is the real guy. This guy's pretty cool, dude.
I thought they already had the Satyr Banisher. I think they had 2 of them. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well, they grabbed something else and suicided their buddy.
Yeah, I don't know where it is.
Bottom tower is under
And we'll worry about it later.
Oh, they only have 1 health. What are you? You're high. There's only one helm here.
Who's Kobold? That was the dire Kobold Foreman, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then a Ben got a new creep.
I'm just trying to make sure.
Good times.
Oh, rest in peace, the Kobold Foreman. He will not be forgotten. And, well, for now, he's done a good job securing the map for Clutch Gamer. The rest of them will do the work. Maelstrom picked up for the Weaver, and it's all about split pushing, keeping these waves pushed in right now for Clutch Gamers, and an interesting choice, to be sure.
Their last word as well in the mid lane for Geek Fam just expired. And that's it. Look at their vision. Me in. Late game, down, hard to press out. That's what they're looking at. They need that one pick off to just try and get some semblance of control back. Just get one of these lanes pushed so someone has to deal with it. And that gives you a chance to push the other lane and you get them unstable once again here from CG. But right now, extremely stable pushing. I mean, look what there's a Witch Doctor mid sitting here pushing the wave. Like, that's a good sign for your game plan. Right? Game's probably going pretty well if that's happening.
I mean, they're feeling very confident. And they're still playing together. They have a 50,000 net worth advantage. The only two heroes that are off on their own is a Bing and Honda. Both have great ways to get out of any bad situation. To mention, they have the Aghanim Scepter Stampede. But finally, Geek Fam will venture further out across the map, past the river, try to find something, only to TP after they start pushing this wave out top lane. See how this goes. It's tough for Geek Fam. It's very tough for them. Ping on the SF. Was that the SF? Getting pinged on by the rating team, I believe. I think so. But they're not going to go for him.
Either way, it's almost rush time. They can just throw the Satyr in there if they want. Pull down the fort.
Crimson purchases gem.
Again, this vision.
Stampede. Oh no, Death Summon not again. The cast bounce through as well. Teehee getting caught. He has the Ghost Walk. They have the gem still up. Death Summon trying to deny himself. Not so lucky. Teehee is very fast. He will make it out just by virtue of having full Wex. Stop Crimson. No, the TP's not there in time. And he just bought the gem. He's down for 30 seconds. Abing will get himself a double kill. And now it is time to pressure high ground here for Clutch Gamers.
Wow. Very nicely done. Again, it's just that superior vision. You know, kind of an unusual ward. Very unlikely to be de-warded. No one tends to ward on the low ground, but that secures the vision for them. And great play by Hannah Raffi as well, too. Just the way he, initiated on top of Legion, and then immediately he just ran to the Invoker. Start pressuring Teehee. Make him make a choice. Don't let him counter-initiate on the rest of your whole team. Yeah. And let everyone else just finish out that Legion.
Radiant's middle barracks have
I mean, he stomped Teehee. I think he double-edged as well, so it's not like he had any more abilities to use, but the Invoker gets caught in that position, especially with the Stampede up, and he's just like, what do I do here? Yeah, you're absolutely right. They did a very good job. They'll take the melee racks down. It's back road. I don't know, man. Geek Fam, they've just not found a solid fight since maybe, I don't know, the 13-minute mark or so.
Well, this is just another, I guess, kind of Legion Commander game style. I mean, this can happen with any offlaner, honestly, but it feels more painful when you're watching when it's Legion Commander, I guess, because you're wanting to do all these duels and stuff as they go in again.
Yeah, but I think Prodigy might make it away. They're missing a lot of their abilities here. They do want to get this bear, and boy, will they. Damn. They just slaughtered that thing with
look at Crimson.
Poor Panda Bear. Crimson's just like, please stop. No. Let me TP, guys. Oh, he's going for it. It is not going to work. In reality, that's just kind of a waste of a TP.
I mean, to be fair, if it wasn't for the bug, maybe. There was a chance.
Yeah, I guess you have to go for that type of
play. That was like there was an attempt.
Sometimes you just got to go for it. But anyway, Geek Fam continue to get further and further behind. He is doing his damnedest to keep this game even, but seems almost futile at this point. 20k net worth advantage down for Clutch Gamers. I don't want to say it's over at this point, but it's damn sure not looking easy for Geek Fam. And they might lose Psionics here. Mjolnir's going to come out. Good Savage Roar. The fear is there. So Abing can't finish off Psionics. He had to be a bit further away. Teehee is just pushing in this top wave. He's like, I will do what I need to do to make sure that this top lane stays safe and secure.
Like the best and worst kind of Dota, you gotta do.
Got a split push.
A split push,
Yeah.
but it's, I don't know, it's kind of fun at the same
Let me tell you about split pushing, and while we've got a lull here in the game, I played a 108-minute Arc Warden game this evening, the first time I ever played Arc Warden, and boy,
I
that's
didn't
just
even know that was, did you random?
I did actually. I ran it. Here's the story and why I couldn't re-random. I ran with Tinker first, and I damn sure can't play that hero. I re-randomed into Arc Warden, and apparently I played it well enough that we could win. Obviously, I had a lot of help. Dakota had some, Caldo guy had some disgusting hooks.
Oh yeah.
But sorry, I had to get that out of the way. I know it wasn't really relevant.
No, that's good. I had no idea you could actually still play that hero. I thought he was just removed from the game. I just never
somebody in that game said, "What are you talking?" I was like, I said I would be having a lot more fun if Arc Warden was a good hero. And he's like, "What are you talking about? Arc Warden's got the highest win rate in Dota right now." I'm like, "You are high." That is not true. He actually is the second lowest. So,
well, the lull ended. We're here. We in.
yeah, we're here.
Go
The smoke
Teehee.
was unsuccessful for Clutch Gamers, but instead they will go straight to work on the tier 3 tower. Presence of the Dark Lord helping out in terms of being able to auto-attack Despair and the rest of the crew down. No other real armor reduction coming out. They don't have Desolator on the Weaver. He's building BKB next. The tier 3 will fall. Armel has enough damage to just obliterate a lot of these units. And it will be the bear falling again. So now he has to resummon. The bear dies one more time. It's gone. Not because he needed Psionics is all of his right click coming from his actual hero. They do some nice damage to Armel, but also the melee racks will take some hits. It does get sieged down by Armel.
This Octarine is pretty important though. Teehee can just get more levels stacked up.
Oh, he's gonna get flanked out. He just purchases good swap out. Still in trouble. No, he's not. He's done.
All right.
Wow, that didn't work out the way they wanted it to. That was, I thought they were going to swap the Evoker back. Boy, that's probably the end of the game, I think.
Quite.
Well, that is unfortunate. Sakuri's pretty important. Dead. That's unfortunate, but they will
Nicely
grab a
played by
couple more
CG,
kills.
man. Great draft.
That was, yeah, that was good. I'm constantly surprised by these guys, honestly.
Yeah, they're definitely a good squad. Both these teams, obviously new brands, new names, and trying to up their status. So CG do it. They take game number 1 against the odds. And we will be looking for game number 2. Wow, check out that sick rat tail on Ultra Tape, by the way.